this, Robert said he'd hook the stuff back up for me to get the logging program going. Yeah, with the kilowatt amp and this 5/5 at 70 feet, working JAs is pretty easy.
Saw that work?
There he is. He's here.
WA6AAJ for ID.
About time to become legal. Worked Ralph, did you?
Nope, just got in here.
Okay, he was really loud tonight, Mike. WA6AAJ, A6S, if you read my email, you were supposed to send me a picture of what kind of a screw you need.
832 set screw.
How long?
I'll have to figure that out.
If I don't have one, I'll go over to the hardware store and get some various sizes.
I'll call you after the net or something.
Sounds good.
Where'd you work Ralph on? Here or 090?
090.
I'll go down there and see if he's still there.
Good evening, Mike. I've got you logged in.
Log me in A6800 and log Ralph in.
I'm way ahead of you. How you doing, Bill?
Yeah, doing good. You sound good down here, and Aaron he turned his thing down to 0%, and he was still 10/9 here on 1296 on the remote base.
You mean up at 7,000 feet, remote base, DMO5 base?
Yeah, the DMO5 base, he turned his 9700 down to 0%, he was still 10/9.
Was this Ralph?
Is your amplifier running? Because I can't hear you, Mike, on either radio. KA6US.
Is your amp on, Michael? Or Mikey?
Or he's got me in a null.
He's out there.
Yeah, I think I'm on the right antenna.
You're loud here. Now he's got some power.
Well, I have to turn all the switches on. Only got one switch. And that should be better. K6MYC.
Yeah, 40 over now. Before you're about an S9.
K6US 1079 and 1100.
WA6AAJ 727.
KC5 DTU 712.
Okay, got everybody. 712. Good evening, Kerry. I did get you, Mike, but you went away so quickly. I told you earlier that I had you checked in, but that's okay. You are checked in. WA6AAJ. Good evening. And did you make a contact with Ralph?
I know. That's where I went, and I called him about 3 or 4 times and nothing. So he probably turned the other way.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we got him logged in here. Bill worked him, of course. And good evening to you, Aaron. And I'm not sure who else is in here. Oh, Kerry's in here. Hi, Kerry. And we're anxiously awaiting the outcome of this gubernatorial election in California here. Hopefully we can get Mr. Hilton on the ballot there.
Hope everybody did their write-in and voted for our good Mayor Bass down there.
Flyer down there, so the cheating is on.
You got covered, Kerry. Try it again.
Roger, Roger. I was just saying, did you see they had a ballot box fire down there? So the cheat is on.
They had a ballot box fly down there?
Fire. Somebody set fire to one of the ballot boxes down there.
Oh, that makes perfect sense. It's always nice to have a nice, fair election, isn't it?
Well, keep your fingers crossed, boy. We need a change here.
Hello, Kerry, AA6S.
Good evening, Bill, and Mike, I heard you in there also, and Aaron, so good to hear all of you. 73s all the way around, KC5, DTU.
Turn on my air conditioner, will you?
Hi, Kerry.
What were you saying about air conditioning, Michael?
I said I need you to turn my air conditioning on here in the barn. It's pretty warm.
Roger that. Okay, hello, Aaron, and hello, Mikey, and heard you guys come back there. 73.
I do have an now that you mention it, I have an air conditioner in here. What the hell's the matter with me? Haven't had it turned on for 6 or 8 months. I forgot I had it.
Because you couldn't see it.
Hey, did you guys say that burned up voter box was in L.A.?
I believe it was there, Mike.
Well, how did they know they didn't burn up Karen Bass's votes?
No, they picked Pratt's. It wasn't Bass, it was Pratt's.
KM6SR, number 432 and 1200.
Must have your power up, man. You're loud.
Yeah, I've been able to push it up a little bit to where I'm just getting bars on the reflected about halfway, so it's not tripping out. Anyway, good evening to Kerry and Mike and Mikey and Aaron and Bill, KM6SR.
Yeah, good evening, Rob. And for some reason, you're not distorted tonight. So, same system as last night, or the night before last, but tonight you're not distorting. So I can't figure out what gets wrong with this system every now and then. Anyway, good evening all.
Well, I'm on a different radio, but if the other guys are hearing me good before and hearing me good now, then probably not over here.
Well, good is relative.
Good signal coming my way there, Rob. Good evening, KC5, DTU.
Yeah, good evening, Terry. Good to hear you on there. Haven't heard you for a while.
Kerry is telling us that we should flex our radios on the special frequencies we've chosen. Remember what it was?
Oh boy, not off the top of my head. I have to go back to my log and search through pages and pages to find it.
Well, it's the same frequency as we have here, except 010 instead 100.
Okay, I'll write it down again so I don't have to look back so far. Haha.
Maybe we're just early.
W6QUI, W6QUI, KM6SRR and the Bozo gang.
W6QUI, A6S. Yeah, you're late. Either that or we're early. Everybody's calling you there. Anyway, you're 59 plus 20. W6QUI, A6S. And Mikey is calling you, so let's see if he's copying it. K6MYC. K6MYC, A6S. You get anything from Ron there, Mikey, over?
Well, nothing yet, but he's probably only transmitted 30 seconds at the most. I'm pointed at 90 degrees, but I may have to search. Maybe that's not where the reflection, that may be not where the reflection is today. Have him have a look for me, and maybe he's doing that now. W6QUI, K6MYC, over.
You hearing anything from Mikey, Ron?
Negative.
I hear him now.
Can you point it for him?
I hear him now.
Okay. Maybe the mountain moved. Anyway, Rob, give Ron a call. KM6SRR, AA6S.
Bill, I am copying QUI now, over.
Okay, he says he's hearing you now, Ron. He's hearing you now, over.
Over, Mike.
Yeah, he's about readability 3. He dropped way down, so he must have moved the antenna. He was Q5, but very weak, but Q5. Now he's very, very difficult to hear anything, over. He has to go back where he had it in the beginning.
Hey, Ron, W6QUI, KM6SRR here. Mike was asking if you could go move your antenna back to where you were in the beginning. Mike had a better copy there, over.
Okay. Wherever you were originally, he said he could hear you then, but that was then. Now, inversional error and stuff, you never know. Anyway, I'll stand by here, AA6S.
What are you standing by for?
QSL, Ron. Yeah, you must have your antenna back towards me because you're up about 30 over now. Anyway, no go tonight. That's sometime you have to see if you can scare up a preamp, and I know you got plenty of relays you could put in there and put it between the rig and the amplifier. You don't have to have too good of isolation that way. Anyway, I'll turn it over to Rob, and now let me take it over to AHA. I know Mike's got to be hearing you. WA6AHA, Michael, go ahead.
Rob, I have QUI in here again, but I had the point totally different. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay, I don't know if you heard that, Ron. Mike says he had a point different, but he's got you now. You fell off for me, so I can't hear you anymore. KM6SR.
Now I don't hear him.
Call Mikey now, Ron A6S.
Right at you tonight, so anyway, Mike's trying to zero in on you a little bit more, so give me a little more chatter, and maybe Mike, I'll have you a better signal. Over. Roger. Let me, Mike, K6MYC, did you get enough copy for that window you're checking?
Well, I need more chatter because I had to go. I went all the way up to 0, and he was still in there. He's running about Q3 everywhere. He's up and down a little bit. There are times when he's very Q5, but he's down a little bit now. But I went all the way from 90 to 0, and I could copy him every bit of the way. So have him keep going. I'm coming back from 0 now. Over.
Okay. Ron, I'm going to make you keep talking. So tell me, I don't know what rig you're running other than the amp from Mike. Over.
Well, you might hear me, but Mike wouldn't. Okay, very good. Yeah, I moved Mike again there, and I moved the antenna a few degrees, and seems to be the best spot where it's headed right now. So write that number down and we'll stick to that one.
Quite strong now. I got him at 77 degrees. Quite strong. Go ahead, Mike.
Still here. So, okay, that's the story here. That's 6QUI. Over.
K6MI.
Good evening, John.
John, 6MI,
W6QUI, you're about S5, very nice signal. K6MI, have you best about 215 degrees. So that's west of south, west-southwest. And very nice signal. K6MI, hope to hear you on the VHF contest in the coming weekend.
About the VHF contest?
Yeah, it's not this weekend, but the weekend after next.
Tell him to come up in frequency.
The centimeter and also this band. They do not have good really band up this weekend. Over.
Well, we wish you had it. We're on 6 meters all the way up to 122 gigs. So it'll be fun, but we'll be up on DMO5 at the N6NB site for that weekend. K6MI.
Okay, John, very good. Well, I'm glad I'll be on. Yeah, I don't have 6 meters either. My 6 meter rig only puts out 10 watts, and I don't really have a 60 antenna at all. Okay, well, we hope to get you on the other band soon. Over.
Okay, we'll be looking for you. K6MI, back to guys, Mike and Mike.
John, come up on the right frequency here. This is a frequency lock. This is where you should be, but you moved down on him, and now I'm having trouble copying either one of you. You're so low in frequency. Over.
All right, request, Ron, is to move up to this frequency when you can. K6MI.
Much better.
Yeah, just follow everybody anywhere.
Are you home, John, or the remote side?
Now you're better copy, Ron. Thank you.
That's 6QUI. Carry on. 7-3,
7-3, Ron. Thanks. Good contact tonight. W6QUI 1055 from Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie. 7-3.
Yeah, 7-3, Mike. Yeah, you come in.
Okay, Bill, I'm rotating over towards Santa Cruz.
He's turned in his antenna towards Santa Cruz, so he's not pointed at you now, Ron. W6QUI, hello to John, K6MI. I didn't know if you're on the remote base or home, because you're extremely strong here. I was curious. Anyway, yeah, DMO6 here.
KW6S, K6MYC, if you're there.
KW6, Mike. Doing real good signal strength-wise there tonight, but we'll see if we can make it go.
Got two people talking at once. Good evening, Tom. We got you. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC. Go ahead and catch the others.
Didn't hear any others yet.
You might have to make more noise. They may not be hearing you. You're very light over here, Tom.
Yeah, seems like I'm drifting down in signal strength on all the bands here. I'm starting to look fairly suspiciously at these redwood trees here. So we'll have to figure out how to deal with those. Otherwise, not much else going on here. Kind kind of tidying up the station for the VHF contest in a week and a half or whatever it is. And we'll see how that goes. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, and I am finalizing the time and the frequency that will be on Saturday night there. As always, will be on Saturday night. I'll probably start at 7 o'clock on 2 meters to kind of collect the troops. Then we'll go over to 222. And then probably 432 and maybe 1296 last. I'm trying to get a feel for what time the band peaks here on 1296, Tom, over.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering if it's, I haven't been at this long enough and paid attention enough to know whether warm weather or cold weather and fog or anything like that or time of day makes that much difference. I know it does. I just don't have enough experience to predict it. But I'll be following along with whatever you come up with. K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, well, bear in mind, whatever it is, it'll be from 7 o'clock, probably on 144-200 at 7 o'clock, and then about 7:30 or so, we'll go to 220. And then it's a matter of whether I do 1296 right at that point, or we go up to 432 first, over.
Okay, yeah.
K6VBG 971.
I'll come in and follow along.
Roger, roger.
Did you get that, Mike?
I did.
Roger.
Good evening, Dave, 971, we've got you. And Tom, you might as well make a call. Bill is here, Mike is here, AAJ, and so is Eric Robb, and Aaron is here also. Aaron may even hear you. So go ahead and make a call and see who comes back, Tom. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC, over.
Well, I'll give a start down here with Bill.
KW6S, AA6S. Moving your antenna made a Bozo difference here, Tom. Good evening. Good evening. 25, no problem. KW6S, AA6S. Over.
Yeah, struggling to find much difference there on you. Pretty close to the noise tonight. But got you in pretty good shape here now, I think. And that's the thing about 1296. The antennas all make a big difference. And I'm not always sure we know what their patterns are and what else we're going to bounce off. KW6S.
Yeah, KW6S, AA6S. Here, talking from a 4-5 up to a 7 here. Good signal. No problemo. Now, when you give AAJ Mike a call there, he should be able to copy. You guys got a pipeline, I think, between each other. KW6S, good hearing you, Tom. AA6S, over.
Yeah, I'll move up and get him and try it. That one night, he's the strongest signal I've ever heard on the band. So we'll have to wait and see here. Moving up here about there should be WA6AAJ, KW6S.
KW6S, WA6AAJ. Hello, Tom. You are coming in loud and clear. A little USB on your signal, but definitely strong tonight. Over.
Yeah, well, you're peaking up there better than anybody tonight, and not as strong as that, like S9 Plus that I had that recently. But yeah, you're in good shape, and I tuned for minimum garble. So maybe this is a little better. So we'll see how this goes. WA6AAJ, KW6S.
Yeah, that cleaned it up pretty good. That's wherever you're pointed is a good spot. Sounding good. Okay, Tom, very good. I guess we got a contest next week or the week after. Anyway, KW6S, WA6AAJ.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, it'll be a week from this Saturday, and I 6S. Moving up to see if I can catch Rob tonight.
KW6S from Kilo 6 Mike India.
K6MI, KW6S. Oh yeah, boy, you're doing a good clean signal here tonight too, John.
Okay, you just struck a fade. W6, K6 Mike Italy DM06, but we'll be DM05 during the contest. Good to hear you, Tom. K6MI.
Yeah, very good to hear you, John, and I will be looking for you in the contest. Something like that would be, I don't know if I've ever worked you when you've been down at that station. We'll give a try this time, one way or another. K6MI, KW6S.
Okay, thanks. 73.
KM6SRR, 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 KW6S, KW6S, Charlie Mike 96. Should give you a little time to look for me with the antenna. KM6SRR, KM6SRR, KW6S.
Rob, Tom is calling you. Are copying anything from Tom tonight? Rob, over.
No, I tried to peek on him. I can't find him.
He can't find you tonight, Tom.
I pointed at me.
He can't find you. Give him 30 seconds, Rob. Give him 30 seconds to poke around for your signal, over.
Okay, I guess I could do that. Good evening, Tom. Hopefully you're hearing me. KW6S and CM Charlie Mike 96 AX. This is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo, and Delta Mike 07. Usually I hear you right about here, but I'm not picking you up tonight for some reason. I thought maybe you might be pointing your antenna down to Bill and Visalia and then to Mike and Clovis there, so I figured that's why I didn't hear you. So maybe it's long enough for you to peek around and try to find me there. KW6S, KM6SRR, over.
Boy, nothing found. I wasn't able to hear even a change in the noise floor here, Mike. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, well, it kind of tells us we don't have the best possible propagation there. All right, very good, no problem. Thank you for the try, and I guess you got 3 or 4 of us anyway here. Anybody else for Tom before we move on? I guess that's it. I think Aaron isn't hearing you well tonight. Okay, good evening, Tom. Thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, on 2 meters. And we're going to finalize what the sequence is that we do on Saturday night in 2 weeks, 2 weekends here. We'll be on Saturday night starting at 7, probably do 2 meters and then 220, and then probably 432, and then I'll come out to the barn and do 1296. Since that's an awkward one. Barn is the only place I could do 1296, so I may do that last. Anyway, I'll make up my mind before the end of before the contest starts, and we'll let everybody know what we're doing. KW6S, K6MYC, 73.
Very good, Mike. I'll be there, and I will catch you tomorrow night. I think Lee will be back on tomorrow night as well. K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, very good. We'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you, and we'll look for Lee as well. I'm going up into the Bay Area now, and let's see if we can hear Fred here. Up to you, Fred. KD6S OK, KD6S OK, or KWB6JNN, K6MYC. Anybody?
KO6IQR 1189.
KO6IQR, even though I'm not pointed at you. I'll take your 1189 and hang in there for a few minutes, and I'll get up your way directly, Mario, over.
Okay, Okay. If you don't hear me on the direct path, just consider this my check-in.
Well, that's why I'm hearing you.
It's cooling off. That could be very good. Is that any better there? Getting somebody local here.
Somebody's way low in frequency, audio-wise.
The only thing is it's nuts. It is amplified. It's like if you're playing like you're looking at I'll get back to you later. But anyway.
Is that Jim WB6JNN? Keep talking, guys. I'm trying to find you. I need more chatter, more chatter. WB6JNN, go ahead.
6NYC, WB6JNN, Juliet, November, WB6JNN, Jim in San Jose is standing by.
Okay, this looks like a pretty good peak on you there. WB6JNN, 285, good evening. And sounding pretty good there. Thanks for giving me a little more chatter. K6MYC, and if you would, turn it over to Fred, and let me peek on Fred, over.
Yeah, go ahead, Fred. Okay, yeah, he's really weak when he starts with you. It's really weak when you've had a Joanne, so it's a matter of distance like that. On the meter, on the data. Is this any better? Let me see here. Okay, I'm going in the right direction.
Well, you didn't stay on long enough, Fred. I just got over to one side, so I never got a peek on you, over.
Give me more chatter. Okay, I don't know what to tell them. You know, the weather's nice. It was a beautiful day, you know. It was kind of windy, though, and now the sun's died out. It dropped like degrees or something like that. Cooled out. And now I see the fog coming over the hills. And you see, the fog's moving in slowly, so we're going to get that tonight. KD6S, okay?
KD6S, okay. I guess this is the best I'm going to get from you. It's about as loud as I can get, but you have multipath. You have multipath on you, and you're speaking very slow. I mean, very, very low and very softly, and very quickly. So I'm not copying anything. I hear the words, but they're covered up in multipath, and you're speaking too fast. Over.
W6DQL.
Roger.
I'm not really getting to be on you, Mike, at all. The conditions are terrible on 1296. Just like they were on 222 yesterday. They were terrible as well. They're just not having good conditions anymore.
Well, it's the conditions are just what the conditions are. We just don't have a lot of solid signal from you. Even on 222. Sometimes, well, 222 and 1296 is your 2 weak bands. You're pretty good on 432, but even last week on 432, you weren't your normal strength, so I'm not sure whether it's just conditions or what. Anyway, we'll be trying to be on Saturday night during the contest, and hopefully you can join in. I'll be starting on 2 at around 7 o'clock on 2 meters, 144, 200. And then we'll go to probably 220 and 432, and then 1296 last, Fred, over.
Okay, that's all I got that. I have a question for you about the 432 antennas. Didn't you used to have one large boomer for 432, and then you went to a stack array? Did you change your configuration on 432?
I heard something, a question about a large boomer, but I could not understand the question. Can somebody else relay?
Well, you're coming pretty good now. I mean, you have 432, you have 2 antennas, I guess, or 3, and you used to use a single large long antenna for 432. Why did you make the change? Because it's so sharp that unless you're directly on 432, it doesn't work.
I'm not sure if you're asking about our antennas or what. Bear in mind, Fred, I'm running 600 watts, and that may be why you're hearing me better than I'm hearing you. I've got a preamp on the mast and everything here, and I'm struggling. We make a 432 antenna that's 13 wavelengths. It's 33 feet long. We make one that's a little bit shorter in the 20s. We have a couple of them around 21, 22 feet. We have some what we call ATV, well, they're no longer ATV 21s. I think they're 5 or 6 WLs, 432 6 WLs. And then we have some 440-18s that are about 12 feet, 11 or 12 foot boom lengths. Over.
Okay. Jim, JNN, are you following along?
Yeah, Mike, do you copy me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, it's Jim. He was asking what your antenna configuration on 432 is at the present time.
At this time, it's a pair of cross-polarized 40-element Yagis side by side at 90 feet. Over.
Oh, okay, so they're side by side then.
Yeah, they're side by side. They shouldn't be. It's too narrow. But that's the way we put them up initially. What I should have them is one over the other. Over.
Yeah, okay, that's what he thought, because he said whatever you have now is more narrow than what you had before.
He said what, and then I didn't get it. You had a little fade. Try it again.
He said that before the single antenna, I think it was a little better because it apparently had better beam width. Okay, I guess it's not good enough for communication. Okay, well anyway, I think it answered Fred's question.
Hey, thank you, Jim. That's what I wanted to know. Why did he change the configuration? Because now it's very, very difficult to work 432 the way he's got it configured now. All right, thanks, Jim. Katie 6, that's okay.
Okay, Fred, maybe an easy way to answer your question is if you stack two antennas and you stack one over the other, it does not have any effect on your azimuth beam width. So when you stack them side by side, it cuts your azimuth beam width roughly in half. So that's why it makes it a little bit too narrow for calling the net. But they seem to be okay. I'm not struggling too much with them on the beam width thing, but some nights it's a little tough because everybody gets very, very specific exactly where I have to point. I don't have enough gain. If I go with a lower gain antenna, I don't hear you guys very well. You're not running enough goo. Over.
What's the longest 432 beam you have? How many elements?
What is the what on the 432 beam?
What's your biggest 432 beam? What's the largest one you have?
Well, we make a 13 wavelength 432 13 WL 33 foot boom. Over.
Okay. Can't you use double stack element?
You took a dip. I didn't get the final comment.
He's asking if you could, wouldn't that be better than what you have now?
No, I have a 440. These are 432 XP40s. They're cross-polarized, Fred, for satellite and EME. They're cross-polarized, 20 elements in each plane. They're 20 elements, and they're almost 30 feet long. Also. Over.
Beautiful. All right. Quit talking. 86. That's okay.
But if you cannot put them up on a fiberglass mast, then you kind of lose the effectiveness of the vertical element. So that's I have them side mounted on crossboom that is fiberglass, so they are not. And the feed lines have to come off the back when you do that, so it makes it a little bit more cumbersome. For simple installations, you're better off with two separate antennas, one for vertical, one for horizontal. And probably the 13 or the 9 wavelength. The 9 wavelength is a nice one. It's about 26, 27 foot boom, and you probably wouldn't notice a difference between the 9 wavelength and the 13. Over.
I got it. All right, man.
It's dropped way down now. I don't know what's going on.
73, we're done.
What was it? 73 what, Jim?
Said 73, we are done. We are complete. QSO. Not hearing that well. Okay. Go ahead and continue with the net. WV6JNN.
Okay, yeah, you're a little off frequency, and I'm not recognizing your voice here. You're a little high-pitched tonight, no problem. Anyway, thank you. Thanks for the relays, Jim. But it's a marginal copy. And the other problem I have here is that it's my own problem. I have a temporary backup hearing aid in the left ear. That's my good ear. So my good ear is out for repair. The microphone in it went bad, and I have to use an old pair of hearing aids. So I have an old hearing aid in the left ear, and the right ear doesn't ever hear very well, so I cannot use Bluetooth. I'm trying to copy you guys through speakers, and that's a part of the other problem. Over.
Yeah, okay. WFC is on frequency as well, so you might give him a call.
You say Fred's going to give me a call on the phone?
No, WFC in San Francisco area.
Oh. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Go ahead, Mike. K6MYC.
You guys doubled. Go ahead again, WFC. I guess he's not hearing me, Mike.
I can hear him slightly, but he's not readable. But I'll log him in at 775. Tell him he's logged in. Over.
K6MYC, KB6, WFC, Harvey Mike 87775. Over.
Okay, well now you're very Q5. Very easy copy, Mike. It may be just up and down, but solid copy on that one here on 1296. Very nice signal, Mike. Over.
Roger, 73.
Thank you very much for your check-in here, Mike, and very good copy. I just had to move the antenna a little bit more in your direction there. 73's KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. And then back over to you, Jim, W6PQL. I should be pretty close to you, K6MYC.
Yeah, you're fine. I've been copying you the whole time. There were a couple of fades that took you down at the same noise level when you were talking to Fred, but your heading for Mike seems to be about the best one for me also. Well, you can put 52 in there. He was there tonight. We had pretty lousy conditions going up and down the coast. The contact was a very short one. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Okay, well, we got 52 in there. Thank you very much for that. Let's see if there's anybody over here that wants to say hello to you or anybody else. Anybody here copying the boys in the Bay Area? K6MYC standing by.
Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sugar.
There he is, K6 Whiskey India Sugar, Placerville on the backscatter path. Good evening, Paul. We've been missing you, but nice to have you here on 1296. 637. Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. I was waiting for a gap and the signal strength to come up to 5x3 right now, but sometimes you're being down at 4x1. So right now, propagation on the scatter path is pretty good for me. Yeah, I apologize for not being on otherwise engaged. So anyway, I hope I can make it up tonight for you there. K6NYC and K6WI here, server.
Okay, very good. Well, solid copy when I pointed at you. I missed a little bit of that because I was going back and forth. And it's very, very sharp tonight. It's actually peaking in the same heading as Jim, W6PQL. I take it you do not have anybody else, just yourself tonight, Paul, over?
That's a roger, just myself, over.
Okay, got it, just yourself. Very good. Well, we'll look for you in a minute or two, or a couple, 3 minutes. We'll look for you on the direct path if you want to stick around there. Thanks much. And for your future reference, on the contest weekend, I'll be operating again Saturday night. We'll start out on 2 meters at about 7 o'clock. At about 7:30, we'll go to 222, and then 432, and then 1296. I think that's the order that'll make the most sense. Over.
Okay, Roger. Noted on sequence for the VHF contest on second Saturday in June, I believe. Over.
Yeah, you've dropped down just a little bit, and I'm having trouble because of my my poor hearing right now. But yeah, we'll be repeating that schedule for you before the weekend. The next weekend comes on the 15th. Over.
Roger, Mike. Yes, so not this weekend, but the second weekend in June, I believe. Over.
Yeah, band is up and down. It's just not stable here. 7-3 for now. We'll look for you on the direct path if you're still there. Thanks much. Now, is there anybody else that's hearing me here? N6NT6S, K6MYC, KB6BA, KT2G, K6KLY. Okay, let me go over and see if I can get N6RO here this evening. N6RO, N6 Radio Oakley, K6MYC.
K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835, high temperature 87, and dinner is going to be salmon and broccoli. Over.
Okay, salmon and broccoli sounds good. Fine on your lower temperatures. I think we went up and you went down. We were probably in the mid-90s today. I never looked, but it was hot. Anyway, good to hear you. And thank you for coming up here on 1296. We just got to figure out what the 222 problem is. You probably heard what I was saying about the following Saturday night during the contest, June 14, 15, I think it is. That weekend, or whenever the hell it is. Not this coming weekend, but the next one. Anyway, I'll start out on 2 meters at about 7 o'clock in the evening, and then we'll coordinate the gang and then go to 222 and then 432 and probably 1296 last, Ken. Over.
Yeah, right. I copy your schedule for the contest, and we'll be in there. Not sure how serious I'll be outside of tracking your gathering on Saturday night. But we'll see. And the 220 problem, after all the nets last night, I managed to get an offset from the transverter. So the indicated frequency is okay. And then I made a carrier from my handheld, 222.1, and I can see a signal. So there's still some refinement to do there. I'm not sure how that little handheld should be. Anyway, the chief engineer is going to be here Thursday, and he'll straighten me out. N6RO.
Okay, well, at least it sounds like you're right within just a few kilohertz. You should hear us. Yeah, I mean, I worked you on 222 several times, so it seemed like the system was always working. All of a sudden, you just aren't seemingly aren't able to hear, and we're not hearing you. Over.
Yeah, I know. Well, we have too many new operators playing with that radio. It's a K4 Telekraft, and they sometimes don't restore it to the way I had it. So that's why the chief is going to fix it.
Okay. Very good. Well, I'm sure you'll sort it out, but it would be good to be working well for the contest. Hopefully it'll be going well by that time. I did work Mario already. Mario has an interesting thing. He has a problem in this path on 1296. He hears me from the Bay Area, but when we try to work direct here. So I'm going to call him here, but I might not hear him. But you may hear him below. He's only running 10 watts off the back of his beam. You may not hear him. 7-3 for now, Ken, and we'll see you tomorrow night. N6RO. Maybe Rob wants to say hello. Rob, are you copying Ken tonight, over?
Sure. How you doing, Ken? N6RO, KM6SRR.
Yeah, Rob, I hear you. You're not as loud as Mike, but you're fine. And good to hear you. Over.
Yep, you came up a bit, so we should be having better QSO here. Anyway, thanks for being there. Yeah, we didn't have much to eat tonight. We had broccoli and, shoot, I can't remember what the other thing was. Anyway, not as fancy as what you get. Over.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Try again.
I was saying for dinner, I know we had broccoli, but we didn't have as fancy stuff as what you have for dinner.
He didn't have the fancy dinner, ahi or salmon, by the way. He had the broccoli, but not the salmon. Over.
Oh, okay. Well, we need to synchronize our dinners.
I think so. Okay, very good. 7-3 for now, Ken, and I'll take a listen for Mario. Mario, I wonder if you're copying me in this direction. KO6IQR or K6MYC.
Hey, Mike. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. K6MYC, KO6IQR.
Yeah, good copy here. Actually, a little stronger than what we had you on the bounce path. But the other night it was funny. You couldn't hear me at all on this path. Anyway, good evening again, Mario. Thanks for checking in here twice. KO6IQR, 1189, K6MYC.
All right, Mike. I'll let you get to it further north there. It's a lot of the people that work. Thanks for the K6MYC, KO6IQR.
Okay, very good. You think you'll be up here in Turlock for the contest in a couple of weeks?
I believe so. I'm going home this week, and I'll be here the next weekend, 2 weekends after that. So.
Okay, good. Well, we can maybe put you in the log and have you work the contest on this band and 2 meters and 432 and maybe 6 meters even. Any chance you can get I could not hear you the other night on 6 meters, but I did have a terrible amount of noise. Did you hear anything from me? Over.
I could barely hear you, and enough to respond to you, but that delta loop is more like a cloud burner than anything, so it's I don't think I'm getting to you.
Yeah, okay. You think you'll have it fixed in 2 weeks?
I doubt it. There's no fixing my 6-meter antenna. That's I'm gonna have to start over.
Yeah, okay. I know you had a crash there. All right. 7-3. We'll see you tomorrow night, hopefully. KO6IQR. Anybody else that's copying me here, come now. K6MYC. Okay, nothing heard. I'm going to go up here too. Right about in here somewhere. KJ6KFB, KJ6KFB, K6MYC, over. There he is. Okay, over. We got you. Not quite Q5, but pretty darn good signal overall. So I'm surprised, Darren. But thank you very much for being there and making the effort to get out to the shack tonight. Thank you very much. KJ6KFB 756, K6MYC. Over. Well, it's up and down. I'm getting some words nice and clearly, And then the next word is missing, so there's some rapid, funny QSB on you. Thank you again, Darren. Thank you very much for coming up. I appreciate the extra effort there. KJ6 KFB 756 73s K6MYC looking for KR6MR. KR6MR. He's over there working 6 meters. K6MYC. KR6MR. K6MYC. Okay. About the same as Darren, maybe a little stronger, but really up and down, up and down, up and down. Tough copy, but we've got you, John. Thank you very much for being there and for climbing the stairs there. KR6MR 759 K6MYC. Over.
Okay, you're starting to come up a little bit. You were very weak, but you're coming in stronger. Over.
Yeah, I'm just not copying good enough because my ears and trying to do it through the speaker. I'd probably get a pretty decent copy if I had my Bluetooth running, but that may be a week away yet. I should have my Bluetooth and everything running good for the contest weekend. We're looking like Saturday night. We'll start out on 2 meters at about 7 o'clock, 220 about 7:30, then 7:45 or 8 o'clock we'll go to 432, and then 1296 last on the contest weekend. John, over.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll talk more about the schedule. Time over.
Okay, not copying very good. I got the over very nice and clearly. But I think you copied the contest weekend schedule there. Very good. I'll give it to you more than once anyway, and of course tomorrow night it'll be much better copy on 2 meters. 7-3 for now. Thanks very much for being there. KR6MR K6MYC 7-3.
Okay, thank you very much, Mike.
73. That was about Q4, so I've got you. If I had Bluetooth, I'd be getting you Q5. 73. Okay. Let me go on up to Nevada and see if I can get Daniel. Maybe I want WA6LOL. Is that you, Dave? Okay, 852. It's not stable. It's in and out, but I got you. WA6LOL 856 K6MYC 856, right? Now your Bozo number is 856, right, Dave? WA6LOL, I've lost you. Just give me a confirmation on your Bozo number, 856, WA6LOL, K6MYC, over. Maybe he had a failure. I don't hear him at all now.
856 is his number, Mike, KM6SRR.
That's what I thought, okay. Anyway, we got him. He wasn't very strong tonight for some reason. All right, let's go get Daniel.
Yeah, I couldn't find Dave. Tried to peek on him, couldn't find him.
Okay, Daniel. KE7UQL, KE7UQL, K6MYC, over. Okay, very very difficult readability, but we got you at 272. Thank you, Daniel. I didn't get a chance to peek on you. Maybe I can find a little better spot. So take another transmission, Daniel. KE7UQL, Carson City area. KE6MYC listening, over. Okay, well, I just got back to a Q3 setting. I got you, but you're just about Q3. No big peaks tonight, very steady, but no big peaks to get you up out of the noise. But thank you for being there, Daniel. Thank you very, very much for checking in on 1296 here. We got a good roster tonight, quite a few check-ins, so we're pushing towards 30 again. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. 73s. KE7UQL, KE6MYC will be clear. 73. Boy, it's sure up and down, isn't it? I do think I'm hearing CW in there, so maybe I'm hearing 249, I think 249. Go again, 249 on CW. Go again. KD6BQ. I thought I heard CW in there once. Let's try again and get a confirmation. KD6BQ, K6MYC. Over. Modulated CW in the noise. You guys hearing that? Boy, that's tough copy. I'm going to put him down. I thought I surely heard a little CW right at the beginning. I haven't gotten a good confirmation yet. KD6BQ, last call. KD6BQ, Wassa Valley. KD6BQ, K6MYC. Kilo 6 Mike Yankee Charlie Delta Mike 07. Over.
K6US.
Are you hearing the CW in there, Aaron?
No, but I was going to relay to you that K6MTS, Mark, apparently he got his 9700, and I can't believe he did this. He hooked his disc cone up to the 1296 port, so at some point here, you might have to like point east or something and see if you can pick him up on his disc cone. I don't know if you'll be able to hear him, but there's technically another check-in for you if you can dig him out. K6US.
Yeah, we can do that. I'm sure I'll hear him. And has he been hearing us yet?
He said he might have been, he said he was barely hearing you, but of course, I doubt that disc cone is anywhere near tuned for this band, so it's going to be interesting if it works.
Well, that's okay. it'll work, and I'll hear him on it. But yeah, it's probably vertically polarized too. Who knows? All right. So I think I'll just spin around that way now. Dan, let's see, Richard 73. I copied your CW the last time. I didn't copy it, but I could tell CW was in there. 73, Richard, 73, 73. KD6BQ, K6MYC, and now I'm going to turn east.
I will switch antennas and see if I can get them on my vertical, K6US.
Roger. 73, Richard.
Alrighty, now vertical, K6MTS, K6MTS, do you copy K6US?
Hang on just a second, let me call Paul here. K6WIS on the direct path. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, direct path, K6MYC. Okay, WA6LOL on the direct path, K6MYC. Any copy now, Dave? WA6LOL, K6MYC. Any copy? Okay, I'm not hearing Dave, but I'm pretty sure I heard him in there earlier. All right, I'm coming around toward MTS. Here we go.
Too bad he wasn't on when you were working at Tascadero.
Yeah, would have been beaming right at him. Just about due east. K6MTS, K6MTS, K6MYC, over.
He's in there.
Yeah, I hear him. Keep calling. Keep calling, Mark. Keep calling, and I'll see if I can get a peek on you. I have to move the antenna back and forth, and I went in the wrong direction. K6MTS, K6MYC. We've got your 680, but go ahead, go ahead. I can hear little rumbles of audio, but then it comes and goes. Are you hearing that, Ron? Aaron?
Yeah, I can. The only reason I can hear him is his band is so quiet. But yeah, off the vertical, I can hear him in there just barely.
Okay, well, we'll put 680 down here. Good to hear you, Mark. Thanks folks for coming in.
And that's his first time on this band.
Yeah.
Yep, I heard him just there. K6MTS, K6MTS, K6US.
Tell him to turn the disc cone sideways. If it's handheld, just tell him to turn it sideways.
No, I think it's up on the roof, Mike. But yeah, he heard me in there barely. So yeah, we just need to get him a better antenna. I mean, even if he did the same thing I did and just pointed it straight at you, yeah, we could definitely. We'll have to get him one of those little shorty antennas.
Yeah. golly, I was going to ask a question. Now I can't remember what it was. Turn the power up from 1 watt to 10 watts, Mark. K6MTS. Rob, are you hearing anything?
No, I tried to peek on him. I had to go all the way around to get up that far. Couldn't find him.
Are you hearing him on your home system better, on your vertical, on your home system, Aaron?
Yeah, that's where I was hearing him. I've already shut the remote off for the night, but yeah, I was hearing him off of my vertical down here in Fresno, but barely.
Yeah, that's probably the problem. There's too much cross-polarization isolation here. Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow. You should be hearing my 600 watts there, even cross-polarized. He should get a weak signal from me now that I'm pointed over that way.
Yep, he was just talking.
Yeah. I'm just getting mumbles in the noise. Rob, you want to give me a count?
I think we have 28.
We're nibbling at 30, aren't we?
Yep, I think last week we did.
Yeah, well, we forced it, but yeah.
Yeah, we had 32 last week. Where's Dane tonight? We haven't had him on, or N6BYH.
Yeah, Mike is missing. Ken is missing. N6 KB6 WB6JNP, I think, has 1296. I think it's Dane. Dane has 1296, doesn't he?
Well, I had him check in last week on Thursday's net. Oh, wait a minute, Thursday, sorry.
And Dave was there.
Dave who?
If you didn't have him, Dave was on tonight.
Well, I heard 971. I got Dave.
Well, I was making sure Rob did. Of course, Rob might not be able to hear me on my vertical.
I'm picking you off the back of the antenna there, Aaron.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I heard you off the back of my antenna there when you were vertical also, KM6SR.
Okay, just checking. But you did have Dave down for tonight, right?
Yeah, K6EBG. We checked him in after we talked to Tom.
Okay, I was just making sure because that name came up in the list of people that wasn't here tonight, and I'm like, he was.
Yeah, no, he was here. Who wasn't here was KT2G, K6KLY, KB6BA, and one other over there. Who in the hell is? Oh, NT6S.
Yeah, last Tuesday, I was looking at the wrong net night, but last Tuesday we had 26.
Well, again, we're doing good. It's nice to push for 30, and we'll get 30 if everybody shows up one night with a little better propagation. We'll be gangbusters here. So it's doing good. 1296 is a good band. I'm just trying to get as many people on for the contest. That's where you need them, because that's a multiplier. I think I'm done here, guys. Good evening, all. Thank you for the help. And did the internet come on and stay on for you, Aaron?
Yeah, it reset twice, and then it's been stable since then. And I was gonna let you know, 6 meters was active again today. Worked a couple stations, waiting for some stuff. But in the last, let's see, in the last 2 days, I've gotten like 6 new grids.
Well, that's good. I heard two stations on sideband today. Unfortunately, I had both VFOs over on 6 meters, and the goddamn radio got into a split mode, and I was calling them on 313, and I was hearing them on 125. It was an N2 VHF was one of them. I don't know whether he was really in November 2 land or not, but the other one was a WB0 or WD0 or something. But neither one of them came back to me, because by the time I got untangled up with the split, they had gone away or couldn't hear me anymore.
Yeah, I had a station down there at the bottom end of Baja give me a plus 13 on FT8. I could have worked them on sideband.
Oh, yeah. That's a piece of cake.
Yeah, it's the X-Ray Echo 2 Tango Tango, and I think that's the guy that's down there at the bottom of Baja, California. I've worked him before, but I don't think I've ever seen him come up on sideband. But yeah, it's been interesting the last couple days. I know some guys in the middle of the country are really happy. They've been working stuff like crazy. You know, we haven't been getting as much stuff out here. And then I saw this afternoon guys in California were working Japan.
Working where?
Japan, JAs.
Yeah, I didn't turn around out there. I forgot about it, but I've worked more Japan than the Caribbean. Okay. Well, it's starting to happen, but I blew it today, and I should have been able to get those guys. I'm sure they would have heard my 1,500 watts when I could hear them. But I was transmitting and couldn't understand why they couldn't hear me. And then Frank came in and said, "Well, you're split. You're transmitting over on the other frequency." Duh. That radio does that at the weirdest times. I can turn it on from dead cold and it'll come up split.
Yeah, you need to have Frank show you where the A equals B button, which I think that radio has, and then that way, even if you are in split, you can at least make the two VFOs the same, and then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, I just didn't think about it. I know how to do it. It's a bar that you push. You push and hold it for 2 beeps, and it nets the frequencies.
Yeah, so hopefully this activity holds out for the contest, because that's coming up in a week and a half, so we'll see what happens. But, yeah, I'm going to be a little upset if the band's dead that weekend after all this. It's like, come on, hold off for the contest.
That's all right. If it's anything like the past days, it'll be open Friday night and Friday, and then it'll be closed up Saturday and Sunday.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Or it's going to be like January a couple years ago, where I got up early on a Sunday and the band was open. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I plan on being here all weekend.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I called CQ 2 or 3 times for long duration times. I called on 125 twice or 3 times with long calls, and I said, "I'm breaking, so break in if you hear me." And I was letting go of the mic, like I'm doing right now. And then I went down on 110 and beamed toward the Caribbean and called CQ there twice on 110, which is the international DX calling frequency, and I got nobody there also.
Yeah, and right now, the band's kind of being weird out here in California. There's activity up north and then activity off to, like, the Midwest. But there's a big giant hole around, like northeast of here, Idaho, Montana, something like that. So and of course it keeps moving. It's been kind of interesting working from home, because I've been able to, just kind of have the map up all day and monitoring the activity and, just kind of working people as they come in. So it's, I'm just glad that there's finally been some activity, because I hadn't worked anybody on 6 meters for 3 months.
Yeah, well, that's the way the band is. You're in the E-season now, and it does blobs of ionosphere up there, and they move around. They come and they go. And somebody said it was very, very short duration intermittent stuff today. So anyway. All right. I know Mark was on earlier from Montana. He told me on 40 meters that he had an opening, so he went off of 40 and jumped right over on 6. So he had something up there from Montana. That was good. And he doesn't have much of a 6-meter station either. He's got a little Yagi up or something, but nothing major or a hex beam or something. So, but when the band's open, it's open. One FT8 signal I had was S9, and the rest of them weren't moving the meter. There was a lot of little ones in it, but nobody was strong except for the one guy, and he might have been local for all I know. All right, good night, guys. 7-3. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, it might have been me. K6US. We'll catch you later.
We have a board meeting on Thursday night, so if we call in from 10s, we'll do that, but I'm not sure what will happen. K6MYC, KM6SRR.
I'm here. I'm just rotating the antenna back to 150 here for getting ready for tomorrow night out here. Over.
Okay. Did you copy the fact that we'll be at our board meeting Thursday night?
Yes, I got that. Well, we'll work here from, was it at Ken's house or where?
Yeah, that's what Ken said. He said we could have it over there. K6MYC, KM6SRR. We'll say 73.
Okay, 73, Rob. I'm pointed toward LA, and I'll be clearing here and going over and setting up on 2 meters for tomorrow. 73 all.
Night, everybody.
Who was that? Who was that said 73? Well, that wasn't you, Aaron, was it?
Yeah, you got me in a null.
I haven't, I guess I do. Boy, oh boy, you were almost not there. Okay, 7-3.